Strategy 5. Reflect on the reading. Part of being an active reader is having skills to read a text. Scaffolding reading experience is a flexible framework that you can use to help build skills that will help your child understand the text and be able to apply it when they're reading independently. It consists of doing an activity before reading, to ask questions during reading, and completing an activity after reading. Therefore, creating a habit to talk about the books before, during, and after reading. As an example of a before reading activity, you can ask your child where you left off the night before. Or you can look at the picture and ask, what do you think this book is about? You can talk about the author and share some of their other works. As an example of an after reading discussion, you can help your child make predictions with the simple question of, what do you think will happen next in the story? Reading is only meaningful when we understand what we read. Children love attention by nature. Remember how many times a day you heard, Mommy, Daddy, look at me, look at me. Well, use your daily reading routine time to create positive experiences for your child and help them foster their curiosity. Help kids make connections between the book and themselves, or between the books and other books, between the books and their world. This is an important skill that will help them at school. Use your reading time to talk about the story. Give your child a voice and allow them to share their thinking, their experiences before, during, and after reading. A few examples of pre-reading activities. Motivate kids by creating a hook and activating prior knowledge. You can take them to a ball game and then read a book about a ball game. You can show them a picture, tell a joke, do a fun experiment. Make them wonder. You might have to pre-teach vocabulary if it is about a new topic, as you find necessary. Make connections about the text to personal experiences. During reading, ask questions. Check if predictions were right or wrong. Check for vocabulary understanding. Ask questions that allow kids to think within the text and critically think above the text. Ask questions that the answer can be found directly on the text, so the kids may ask you to reread a page. Make it fun. After reading a text, create an opportunity for children to share what they've learned. Example, you can do a trip to a place where the story took place if you can afford. You can cook something new. For example, we read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And during reading, we looked up on the internet what Turkish delights were. After we read the book, we went out and bought Turkish delights. Ask your child what they learned and how they want to celebrate finishing a book. Maybe your child is an activist. For example, maybe they learned about animal cruelty. Have them collect items for an animal shelter. Have them do a call for action. My daughter read a book once about keeping the earth clean, and we walked to our local park to collect trash and prevent the trash from getting into our rivers. Extend their learning to something practical. This will build and strengthen their reading experience. Before you move on to the next module, take a minute to look over our list of activities for before, during, and after reading activities. Add a couple of questions that you might ask your child before, during, and after. That will help you complete this module.